Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the April 2016 Marvel Collector Corps exclusive Funko Pop 2-pack of Iron Man and Captain America from Captain America Civil War. Here he is, kind of like floating, but he comes with this little figure stand, which plugs into his back like that. I like that this 2-pack contains 2 action pose pops. To me, it makes for like really cool, fun variants, especially the Iron Man one, which I like a little bit more, not because of anything between Iron Man or Cap, but just because we've had so many simple Iron Man pops. We had that one flying pose, one from Age of Ultron, with his arms straight down flying up, but this is more of an action pose, flying pose, and I dig that. I also just like in general that Funko is doing more pops flying in the air with little support stands, you know, with like Superman and Deadpool. But what we're getting here is a really, really good sculpt. I like the leg kind of straight, almost straight there, and then bent at the knee. It's a really dynamic, good sculpting. I really like the dimensions of it. It looks really cool with the arm out there and the fist here. Details within the fingers and the hands look good. All the little metal sections of his costume are all separated in a really, really good sculpt. And then those sculpts are really well painted. The separation between silver, gold, and red is really clean. I got no complaints when it comes to this paint job. I think it's fantastic, and it's a really dynamic sculpt, like I said. Now the head is like your typical kind of Iron Man head. There are a few little differences between the helmets, but as far as like red, gold, silver, good eyeball paint, really good strong design of the helmet, this is a great looking pop. And on the whole, beyond just the helmet, I like the details, like the little silver above his hand there, the gold within the hand, the gold at the bicep. Overall, really, really cool. And the stand fits into the back really easily, so there's no like difficulty with that. I think it looks great just flying there in that pose like that. We can go for a little wider shot and you just see that he looks freaking awesome. Now Captain here also looks great. We've had a couple of variations on his pose in the past, the Age of Ultron one with just the mild, you know, arms and legs kind of forward. And then in the Civil War line, we've got the variant of him in the little action pose from GameStop, which I think is phenomenal. This one's phenomenal too because he's in a different action pose and he's got his head kind of tilted looking upward. So when you put him with Iron Man, they create a nice little like looking at each other kind of fight pose. One looking down, one looking up. Well, Iron Man's not looking down, but he's above him. You get it. Now, the sculpt on this is just fantastic. The shoulder pieces, the chest, the little grooves for the stars, the stomach lines, the knee pad area, the boots, the details within the glove, the little grooves in the glove. The sculpted A, it's not just painted on, the Avengers on his shoulder there is sculpted. I think that's great. The buckle in the back, you get it, the details are great. The red paint is clean, the brown paint is clean, even the silver, the star, all of it, really well done. Again, really, really good posing. I think the shield looks cool. But what I really dig is that his head is turned to the side. Now granted, it's a spring, you could probably just kind of turn it yourself, but I do like that the angle is slightly upward. So that's cool. The brown paint around the chin strap's alright. I got some skin showing through the chin strap there. You know, Funko does kind of get sloppy with their paint sometimes, but it's not... I was about to say it's not blemishy, but then there's a blemish right there. But again, not the end of the world. It's not like it's in the middle of his face. The silver around the helmet looks pretty good. The eyeballs are well painted. The skin paint between the mask and the face are decent. That can get kind of wonky with some of those, but I do like that they included his hair and his sideburns sticking out through the helmet. It's a nice touch. So, long story short, these sculpts are really cool. Funko has put them into some really cool poses, and the paint jobs are really, really clean. I think these guys look great together. Thanks for watching, folks, and follow me on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff.